So of course you can have multiple tables or multiple relations or tables involved in a query. Depending on what sort of query you write, you could have all the tables involved in your database to write that query, provided they have a relationship with each other. You can write a join. Otherwise, you just basically go and write a subquery. So when you write a join, and you know there is a relationship between the two tables or two or more tables that you are using in front of from in your query, then you should join them together, followed by the way we showed you, where the first name table, full stop, the attributes that joins these two tables, the foreign key attribute, equals the second table, full stop, the same foreign key attribute. So if there is more than one table involved, so you basically have to follow it by saying and then join the next two table, and joining the next two table, etc. Union and intersections are two operations that you perform in mathematics, and that's as far as we go with the SQL queries. And of course, if you remember, union of the two tables, if you've got the table A and B with some attribute, if you use union, it basically creates a table, or just displays the results as a table containing all the rows of A and B, or B or both. Intersection just displays all the rows that are common, have got common values. And the set difference is the table that, if you say, give me the difference between A and B in your query, it gives you in this case, the difference is that all the rows in A but not in B. So the two tables should be union compatible. Fairly easy. So here is an example. Let's go back. Intersection of table R and S. Imagine table R is the top section. The S table is the section below. So when you do union, it just joins them together. When you do intersection, which is the next one, it just gives you the parts that are common in both. And when you do set difference, it just shows the part that's in one table, or the rows that are in one table and have got nothing in common with the second table, or not in the second table. It's not difficult. Once you see a couple of examples, maybe the idea is a little bit complicated, but when you write queries and you understand the meaning, you know when to use union and intersection. So list all cities where there is either a branch, office, or a property for rent. So what we have here is, imagine you've got a table branch with the branch number and the branch address. And then you've got a table property that has got the property number, property address, a city as one of the attributes, or address. So to make it simple, imagine you've got the branch with branch number, city, and then property with the property number, city, whatever, owner number. This is similar to what you did in last week in the scenario in the tutorial with the real estate property scenario. Select the city from branch where city is not null. Union with the select city from property for rent where city is not null. In a sense, if you make sure that in your table you have no null values stored for the city, then this can go straight away, and basically you've got this scenario. So So here, the first query gives you the details of the first query gives you the city of all the branches. The second query gives you the city of all the properties. So you want to get the details, the city names of all the cities in which you have a property, and basically a city that you have got a branch. So you want to get the results of these two queries displayed at the same time. There is no relationship here, so you just use union. So the results of this query and the results of the second query will be displayed at the same time on the screen. Yeah? Yeah, it is different. Yeah, different than inner joins and outer joins. What happens here is, and we'll talk about those kind of joins hopefully at the end of week 9, week 10. Here you want to display the results of two queries. That's what it is. And there's no relationship between the tables. So here it is. So here is all the cities. Some of them are from the branch table, some of them are from the table property for rent. Here is another query. In the last query we said to give us the name of all the cities in which we have a property or we have a branch. So it's all the cities. So you select everything from branch. So sorry, select city from branch, select city from property for rent, and you put a union. So you just display both together. Here you're just saying, give me the name of those cities that we have a branch and a property for rent at the same time. So again, similar situation, select city from branch, select city from property for rent, but you don't use union. You just want those cities that are common in both results of both queries. So the answer is to use intersection. So union joins the results together and displays all the results. Intersection just displays the results that match. In this case, those cities that match. Just what's very interesting here for you is you can give a alias name to your table. So you say branch B. That means from now on, when I say B, I mean branch. Or property for rent P. From now on, I can just type P, and that means property for rent. So if you don't want to type in the full name of the table, you can give alias name to them in front of the front. So when I say branch B, that means from now on I can use B instead of typing the branch. So that's why in the next line I say B.city equals P.city. So it's the same as saying branch.city equals property for rent.city.